The Republican Party for a while now has been tacitly encouraging and rationalizing violence. You can go all the way back to the 2016 campaign when Donald Trump was out there encouraging his supporters to slug hecklers and critics, all the way through his presidency when he would joke to police officers about allowing them to rough up suspects. And that continued all the way through January 6th to the point where now virtually the entire Republican Party is whitewashing that affair, trying to downplay it. And now you have not only Gossard, but people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, other people who use violent imagery, who intimate that violence is going to result if they don't have elections that go their way. We have an explosion of threats and intimidation directed at local officials, both school board and voting officials. And when the Attorney General of the United States says he intends to investigate it, you have an absolute temper tantrum from members of the Republican Senate. How dare you question parents? It's not a question of questioning parents. It's a question of holding people responsible for violent threats and violent action. Why wasn't the congressman interviewed? Maybe he was interviewed by the Secret Service, which is supposed to take serious, even kind of humorous, supposedly humorous pectorals of the president's attacks on the president or attacks on public officials. This is absolutely untenable. And I have to say, the mainstream media is part of this. They cover these issues, and then they go right back to having Republicans on talk shows, asking them about other issues, allowing them to air their phony grievances, rather than grilling them incessantly about why they tolerate this behavior. This is fascistic behavior. This is what fascist regimes do. They use extra, outside the bounds of reasonable democratic, small d, methods of getting their way. They intimidate, they threat, they use the threat of violence. And this is absolutely intolerable. And it's been going on for years now in the Republican Party. And I think, number one, the House should do something about it. And by the way, I think they might get a couple Republican votes at least. Both Congresswoman Liz Cheney and Congressman Adam Kinzinger have said they might be inclined to go along with it, which I think would be very healthy. But I think you also have to have some new ground rules for the media. I think they have to stop treating Republicans like normal politicians. They're not normal politicians. This is not normal conduct. This is a party that spends its entire time cooking up these ridiculous cultural memes, fanning violence, and coming up with outright lies. So where is the media?
Jennifer, I think what you are saying is absolutely right.